Hi everyone, this is Jake from Theory 12 Games here, and I'm going to go over some basic gameplay elements with you. During a player's turn, for every unit they have on the board, they're allowed to take one movement and one action for each unit. What an action consists of is something like firing a ballistic weapon or using a melee weapon or activating a control space to use a room ability. In this scenario, I'm going to show you a Soul Terrace leader from Squad 1 and an infected on the other side of the room. What we're going to try and do is use its ballistic weapon to attack the infected. Now, the Soul Terrace have a ballistic weapon called Flux Bores. The range on this weapon is 6, so that means he can shoot his weapon up to 6 hexes away. He's obviously more than 6 away, so what we'll do is we'll take our movement action first, as these actions and movements are interchangeable. You can take your action first and then move, or you can move and then take your action. So we'll choose to move first. The Soul Terrace have a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hopefully we're close enough. Like I said, the range is a 6 for their weapon, so we'll count 6 hexes away and see if we reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're within range, so we can go ahead and make our ballistic attack. Now at this point, what you'll do is go to your player card and you'll mark off your ammo, as each unit has a limited amount of ammo. Every time you take a shot, you'll have to cross one off. The next step is rolling your dice. You have a ballistic score, and then you roll a d6, and then you add the two together, and that gives you your total. The same will happen for the infected, except they will use their defense score and add that to their d6. Defenders in this scenario will win ties, so the Soul Terrace needs to beat their score. Soul Terrace have a ballistic score of 4. Now let's see what they get on the die. He rolled a 6, so he's got a total of 10 now. The infected have a defense of 6, so all they need to do is roll a 4 to tie the Soul Terrace roll and defend it. But if they roll lower, then they'll get hit. The infected rolled a 3, add that to their defense score of 6, equals 9. The 10 beats the 9, so the Soul Terrace ballistic attack is a hit. Now you get to roll for damage. Each weapon will have its own special damage effects, so you'll have to read up on each one in the player card to figure out what happens. For the Flux Bores, you roll a d6, and on a 1 to 3, it will do 2 damage. On a 5 to 6, it will do 4 damage. But there's also one other special ability about the Flux Bores. Any unit defending against this weapon will be a -2 to their defense. So even though the infected had a defense of 6 and rolled a 3 for a total of 9, they're -2 because of the Flux Bore special ability. So that actually brings them down to a 7. The Soul Terrace definitely made its hit either way. So let's see what happens on the damage chart. A 4 will give you 2 damage. So this infected only has 1 unit of health, and that will kill this infected. The Soul Terrace leader unit has now scored a victory point for killing off a unit and successfully made a ballistic attack. Thanks for watching. Check out the next videos and we'll go over some other gameplay aspects like melee combat.